Right, it is the day after Christmas, and for many of us, that means hitting the malls to return gifts and to shop for bargains. In tonight's News 8 Throwback, we're bringing you the time-honored tradition from the 1970s, 80s, and 90s.
And as you'd expect, the cars, the styles, and Fashion Valley Mall looked a whole lot different back then.
If you could find a parking space within 100 yards of the nearest store this afternoon, then you were one of the lucky ones. Outside on the malls, it was just as packed, and inside, well, this is the day after Christmas. Basically, there are two kinds of people shopping today: those out to take advantage of the sales, and those taking advantage of the store's refund and exchange policy. After all, nobody likes all of their Christmas presents. What are you returning?
My husband's pants,
Yeah?
because they're too short.
I'm returning my husband's pants.
You too?
Right.
Why?
He's very hard to please, so I always get the wrong things.
By the way, the bargains of the week were Christmas wrapping paper and Christmas cards. If you don't mind shoving elbows, this is definitely the time to shop. Expect more crowds and more sales, for this is after Christmas. Some people can take it better than others.
By early morning, all of the 4,700 parking spaces in Fashion Valley were filled, but despite the frustrations, the lines grew longer.
Parking lot. Oh my God, we must have drove around. Yeah, I know.
Today's shoppers had two goals: saving money at sales or making returns. Shopping for next year makes good sense now, and the after-Christmas sales are hard to resist. Everywhere you look, there's a sale sign that promises discounts ranging from 20 to 75%. Christmas wrappings cost half of what they did last week. This shopper, weary but smiling, put the day in perspective.
You know you're supposed to be happy.
Oh, we are? Many happy returns.
And this sea of cars represents the mass of humanity that had the courage to return a gift that didn't fit, or the wisdom to take advantage of the day after Christmas sale.
This, mind you, wasn't at the height of the day, but at 8 o'clock in the morning. 50% off Christmas goods seems to be enough to roust a lot of people, even on a chilly morning.
If there were a lot of bargains to be had this day after Christmas, in some cases you had to have a lot of patience to get in on those bargains.
In fact, they lined up at some stores to be there when the doors opened for that once-a-year bargain. They bought bears and sleighs and Santas. And then they rushed to get out before the big rush to get in.
But the idea is get in and out of here before 10 o'clock in the morning. So we have to leave so somebody else can come and park.
Right. While shoppers were trying to nail down post-Christmas bargains, retailers were hoping to finally clean up after a less than stellar Christmas season.
It wasn't as good as last year, but it wasn't as bad as all the pessimists said either, so we did fine.
But other stores don't seem to be hurting all that much.
I think that our customers are loyal and they come back. You know, they always come back for Christmas and for the holidays, so it was an excellent year.
Few of the people we talked to actually returned anything. Most were buying what some skeptically saw as bargains. Lorraine Kimel, News 8, Fashion Valley.
You know, some stories just repeat over and over and over.
I stopped buying my husband pants. You go to the store and try them on himself.
You let him buy his own clothes, so he moves on to other gifts.
Right?
Useful ones, like hints, so he can do chores around the house.
Yeah, or like a massage gift certificate.
That's nice.
You know?
That's kind.
Yeah.